We're always honest with you. We always bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
RVs are very expensive to purchase now. There is not enough service facilities in too many RVs.
You don't realize how good certain service centers are or places when they can actually fix something that nobody else was able to fix.
I think they actually care. Or you can just keep the bundle of cash on the side if you want. So this is starting our 5th year with our motorhome. Time goes by so quickly. It's so crazy.
She's like a senior in dog years almost.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we ordered it, right? It seemed like forever to get it, and now it seems like yesterday, and it's, you know, the 5th year. But there's some important things when you own an RV, guys. It's not only the upfront cost, the maintenance cost, which is constant, but there's also things that start to wear down, especially if you don't have the money to be buying new RVs every 2 years, which most of us don't.
Right, and we're finding now headed into the 5th year, well, end of 4 into 5 now, there's a lot more that's starting to happen.
So you might be asking yourself, well, how expensive can it get? Well, let's just give you a couple of wear and tear items, and completely normal. This is not a strike on Newmar or really anyone. This is going to happen on any RV that you have.
Well, the first one isn't really normal.
Well, that's a strike against Whirlpool.
It is. We have replaced our fridge. Now we're on our 3rd.
Yeah, so that has been replaced several times, a couple times out of pocket. The last time was covered by our extended warranty. We'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. This year, we also had to replace our tires. You know, we have, in the motorhome world, the cheaper tires, but they're not cheap.
Right, so we went with Toyos instead of Michelin because they were less expensive.
And they've been great so far. So,
knock on wood.
Yeah, 6 tires, 265, 70, 22 and a half, I believe. A little over $3,000. But, well, no, with balance and installation, probably about $3,300. Not cheap, but we're good for hopefully 5 years. And then, you know, normal wear and tear, you know, silicone here, roof sealant, you know, $100 every year. Just things that, you know, we maintain that cost every year. You have to the budget for it.
So another thing, ever since we got Nellie from day one, our steering wheel has been misaligned. The Ford is like this.
It's never been centered.
And it drives us crazy. If you have an F53 chassis, let us know if you have the same problem. We could find nobody that was able to fix this. We tried so many times on our own. You were really
I went to another truck chassis place, and their answer was, that's just how it is.
No, that's not just how it is, right? Just when you have like bubbling on your roof, that's how it is. I don't feel comfortable with that. So we want to give a big shout out again to Country Classic, who we use all the time. They were finally able to get this aligned, and driving home, Izzy was...
I called her. I'm like, hon, you have to drive, because we had it tracking pretty straight. After we got the new tires and whatever, it was a little off. I'm like, this thing needs to be realigned. So it was up there for something else. I'm like, do you guys do realignment? Absolutely. Their history was like a heavy duty truck facility. So they have all that stuff. They aligned it, and immediately, like as soon as I pulled out, I'm like, oh my God, the steering wheel is centered, and it was tracking dead straight. You don't realize how fatiguing that could be when you're on the highway. It's a completely different thing.
And you don't realize how good certain service centers are or places when they can actually fix something that nobody else was able to fix.
I think they actually care, because that's now the second time that they fixed something that I've had another facility tell us, oh, that's just how it is. But I think they actually care. So go check them out. We'll put their information below. Country Classic in Wantage, New Jersey. If you need body work, chassis work, interior carpentry, any of that. They do all that stuff, and they do excellent work.
And that is not a sponsored ad. We actually really love them.
We pay every time we go up there.
Yes, we do. But this is a sponsored ad, and we're going to talk about one of our favorite products. They're a wonderful sponsor to our channel.
Yeah, so RV snap pads, if you haven't seen them, they are a permanent jack pad that you put on your levelers. We've had our same pair since we got Nellie, and as you know, we said this is our 5th season, so we're still on the same pair. We actually got them when they just came out. They weren't like the hot craze that they are now. But they're absolutely amazing because they have so many benefits.
Right, so one of them is the permanency. So you have them on at all times. You don't have to be taking them on and off. It's going to give you increased stability for your landing feet. You're going to get added protection for your feet from any type of damage. And it's going to help, this is a big one, reduce any type of slipping or sinkage. If you're on a soft surface such as grass or soft dirt, things like that, it's really going to help. And it can help from indirect lightning strikes.
Yeah, they're made in the USA, which is absolutely awesome, of recycled material, which is also great. great. They always give special discount to military and first responders, but if you don't fall into one of those categories, we do have a special discount code.
Endless10.
That will get you 10% off of your purchase. Guys, they are not only a huge supporter of the channel, they make an excellent product that holds up. It's like buy once, cry once, and they're not really even that expensive.
No.
They make them for Class A's, B's, Super C's, think travel trailers, fifth wheels.
Truck campers, you name
Pretty
it.
much every RV application out there. So we'll put their website below, go check them out.
If you watch our channel, you know there are two things that my husband geeks out about. You probably are already putting it in the comments. Number one is technology, and number two is being clean.
Yes.
And he wants to show off.
So the weather's been perfect the last 2 days. Look at Nelly, guys. So if you've watched our channel, and maybe we'll do another cleaning video, I don't know, but we wash our motorhome probably at least twice a month, sometimes more, depending we're on the road. But once a year, that dreaded time, once a year when the weather's just right, I take pretty much a whole day. It was like 6.5 hours yesterday.
I helped at the end because I had to work.
She came in for the last panel. Wash and hand wax. You can use either New Finish. We're using Rejects now. They're both excellent. We'll put them in the link below. But I mean, look at this. Come on. This is...
You can see. Let me just show the
5
camera.
years later, it is... I wish
a
I could
mirror.
touch it. So you know, because it's the back of the hand. You don't leave fingerprints.
Right.
It is so smooth. It's absolutely awesome. But I digress. Let's get into the important part of this video. So if you own a RV, it doesn't have to be a motorhome, but if you have a motorhome, you probably should be saving more money. You have to have funds. Like if you go into it with like zero in your bank account, you might be asking for issues, because at the time that you least want it or least expect it, something is going to break. I don't care what kind of motorhome you have. We get comments, oh, you guys should just get a Prevost. And here's a funny story. We were at Poconos Raceway, and I just remembered that because it's not that far away. We're at Poconos Raceway last year, and I was speaking to one of the maintenance mechanics for Storehouse Racing, I believe. They had Prevost, and we showed that Prevost with a Cole Custer. I was going to say cluster like
because
Matt said.
Matt said Cole Cluster. Oh, that was the funniest thing ever. Anyway.
So I asked him, I'm like, oh, how's the maintenance on this? He was like, it's the same thing. It's just way more expensive. It breaks just like the other one. So anyway, just
but
so
we're
you
talking
know.
about any RV here, not just motorhomes. I mean, you're going to have repairs on a, on an A-liner, the tiniest little thing. You're going to need money for repairs.
They just get more expensive as they become more advanced. So if you watched our channel, you know last year we had a big issue breaking down on the
that was fun.
the road. There was an electrical issue, and I should say thankfully it happened right after we got our wholesale warranty. And we did 2 videos talking about wholesale warranty, and in those videos we said we work with wholesale warranty. They provided us with the policy, but we wanted to document every time we had put in a claim to see how much is actually paid out and is it worth how much the policy costs. So we're going to go over, because we've had some more repairs, so far what the total cost was as far as the policy and what claims we put in and how much they've actually paid out.
If you're enjoying the video so far, we would love for you to subscribe, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll know when we go live and release new videos. Also, we have a private Facebook group we would love you to join. It's called Endless RVing, RVers Coming Together, and we have a free monthly newsletter. The link to sign up for that is below. So let's talk a little bit about the plan that we have. So this is the Viking Protection Plan. It's through wholesale warranties. It's the exclusionary plan. Do you want to talk about what that is?
Yeah, so let me just pick this up so I can explain it a little better. So an exclusionary plan, it's just that. There's different type of warranties out there. Some of them have like some fine print. An exclusionary plan includes everything except what's specifically stated that's excluded. Most of that is going to be wear and tear items. So like the wheel alignment's not going to count. If you need to change spark plugs, that's not going to count, which we actually did change our spark plugs. I didn't include that. We paid that out of pocket. But it is the most comprehensive plan that they offer.
That was a great explanation. Okay, so we started June 15th of 2022 is when we first got the policy. It's a 2-year policy, 20,000 miles. There's a $200 deductible. The contract price of the plan that we have is $51.58. That's $5,158.
All right, so if you join the video right now, full disclosure, like we said earlier, we did not pay for that policy plan. That was a collaboration with us and wholesale warranty. Now let's talk about the claims that we put in. We did 2 other videos about the claims, also talking about how much the bill was, how much we paid out. For this video, we're just going to talk about how much wholesale warranty paid out. So let's start with the first one, which was a big one, when we were getting stuck last year. You want to explain that?
That was an absolute nightmare last year. I mean, it was because nobody could figure it out. It was just this mystery.
Nobody wanted to figure it out.
True. They didn't have the time to figure it out. If you followed us, and a lot of you know what was happening last year, is that we kept just conking out. Literally Nellie would just stop and we didn't know why.
It was like being choked out, basically.
Correct. We thought at first it was the fuel pump. We had a number of people tell us it was the fuel pump, but thank God we found somebody who was wonderful, who took the time to really diagnose and see what was going on. And we realized it was the fuel pump, kind of, but it was the 12-volt connection to the fuel pump module.
It was essentially a $15 fix and, you know, $1,400 of labor to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it was a very simple fix. So let's talk about how much they paid out for that. The actual payout by wholesale warranty to the mechanic was $1,179.24. Again, the majority of that was labor because it was 8+ hours of labor. They were trying to figure out what was going on with the electrical. As you know, electrical issues can be very difficult to figure out. So let's move on to the second issue we had in 2022. Well, it was really 2 issues. One, our refrigerator went out again, but this time we had a wholesale warranty. Number 2, there was leaking valves in our levelers, right? So what will happen is we'll put our front levelers down, everything will be leveled out, and then in the morning we'd be down 2-3 inches. It was really annoying, but I put that claim in. They fixed both of them. That was at Gerber RV. The price on that was paid out, expensive, $2,380.66. Again, most of that labor. Gerber RV is very expensive.
They're good.
Very
they
good
get the
work.
job done, but
very expensive.
You gotta pay.
They're one of the few in town. They're good to us because they get us in right away. And what I like about them is that if it says it's going to be done this day, it's done this day. So it's just what it is.
So a more recent repair that we had done, this was also quite annoying. I mean, what isn't annoying when you're trying to figure out what's going on, right? We were camping. It was our first trip out this year. We did a video from that. We were on a college tour and we went to bring the levelers up and they wouldn't go.
Go up anymore.
Wouldn't go. So we were thinking it was the motor, right? So
we thought it was the solenoid at first because I called Equalizer System.
Yes.
They overnighted us it. I changed it out and then it worked. And then the next day it stopped working again.
Right. So then we thought it was the motor after that.
Because we went to NRVC, they diagnosed it, and they said it's probably the motor. Like, we think it's the motor. So with that being said, I could have ordered a motor. I don't want to spend 2 hours. We don't have that time.
No.
We just don't have that time. And we have the policy. So all the leveler parts are absolutely covered on there. I made sure I read that. We contacted Gerber RV. They kind of knew what it was. They confirmed it. They ordered the motor, did the job. What was the payout on that?
That was $563.20.
So again, all the numbers we're giving you is what wholesale warranty paid out. Remember, we have a $200 deductible, tax, and some other. So for each one of these, I think the most we had to pay out was about $300 out of all those big ones.
And everything.
So let's give the total.
Okay, so the total of all of that, those 3 events, were $4,123.10.
Now, we have not even hit a year on the policy because right now we're in May. So we still have a year and a month left.
Right. And Nellie's only getting older.
Yeah. So the difference right now, wholesale warranty is still winning.
Right.
They're up $1,034.90. I hope they win. I really do.
I do too.
Because we don't like putting policy claims in. It's really annoying because it's just a matter of getting Nellie to in front. Now, as far as wholesale warranty, they've been excellent paying things out. So just for an example, the last one we did with the leveler motor, we dropped it off on a Wednesday. We picked it up the next Wednesday. Wednesday, they brought it in. They couldn't replicate the problem. I told them, put the levelers out, leave them overnight. Thursday, they called me like, yes, we replicated the problem. They ordered the part. The part came in on Tuesday. It was done by Wednesday. Wholesale warranty paid them immediately.
Yes.
So they've been really good regarding all the claims we've put in. If you want more information about them, we'll put them in the link below. You can call them and they'll find a policy for you if you're interested in it. Or if you just want to keep a bundle of cash on the side, you can do that also. But a lot of people are just not disciplined enough to do that. So this is just another option.
We're always honest with you. We always bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
RVs are very expensive to purchase now. Maintenance and as far as getting them into a service facility is very expensive because there is not enough service facilities and too many RVs. So they kind of can charge what they want.
Right. And you're wasting a lot of time.
Yeah. And if people are super handy out there, then good.
Right.
Maybe you don't need a policy, but something can get really expensive really quick. And this is just another option. In the comments below, let us know, do you have an extended warranty? Is this the first time you heard about wholesale warranty or any of the things that we spoke about? Also, what kind of issues, wear and tear, maintenance have you had on your RV? Because we'd like to know, and I'm sure our viewers would like to know.
Yes.
And then to the left of us, if you like videos like this, we'll put our RV DIYs playlist. We'll also put our RV tours playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.